a huge part that's so great about what they've got to provide us here is they're in a similar market to us with some of those similar challenges and are able to stay out there in front through social. So I think it's a great message for us to hear.
Awesome. So welcome, welcome. So I see that Mor is here, and Mor, we did make you a co-host. I assume that you're going to have a PowerPoint that you want to share with us.
I do.
Awesome.
Michelle couldn't make it in the end. We had some fires to put out today, transaction-wise, and we're both leading the team. So I hope you guys understand business before. So she's going to work right now, and I'm going to take on. But don't worry, I'll bring you all the content just like she would. Everything you would have, whether she was
Awesome.
here.
Well, thank you for joining us. So as mentioned, some of you heard me say at the start of the meeting that I got to see this presentation last week at the Workman Leverage event, and I was super excited about it. And when we were preparing for this meeting, I'm like, let's have these ladies come and share what they're doing. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you did 67 million in production last year?
Yes, so the team started in 2018 with 4 agents. The first year we closed, I have it in the slides, 30 something million. And year 2, 2019, we did 57 million, and 2020 with the same number of agents, actually less because half the year we had less agents, but let's say for the same number of agents, we had 67 million on our 3rd year of real estate.
That's amazing. So, and here's the thing, you guys, last time I checked with one of my coaching clients in the Denver market, they had 1,300 homes in the entire MLS for the city of Denver. So that's an inventory challenge, right? So with that being said, you want to share your screen and let's jump in.
Wonderful. So let me just get the presentation up.
And the primary thing, so what she's going to share is how to become a social influencer using your social media, because that's the bulk of where their business is coming from, is from social media and from their activity that they're doing. And so all of us follow somebody, right? That's an influencer on social media. And so kind of putting your thinking of how do you become that social influencer in your market and in your niche.
100%. Okay, let's see if I can share it like this. Just give me a second, guys. I want to make sure it's all good. Okay, so in order for me to not do a full screen so I can scroll around, you guys are going to have to see the stuff on the side. So it's not going to be as professional as it would be on like a conference, but don't worry, the content's what matters. So I'll tell you about my team. So my team, Team Denver Homes, the team grew organically. Everything that's happened has happened to us where members are joining our team because of our social media influence and because our faces are out there and we're getting a lot of recognition in a very short period of time. And, you know, people see our picture and automatically the first thing that they think is, well, of course they make a lot of money. Look at their faces. They're all really pretty. They're all wearing, like, they're all good looking women. That's like no brainer, right? Well, let me tell you, that is not the reason we're closing $67 million a year. That is just a package, and it's not the reason. And I'll show you why it's not the reason, because the people that buy properties from us are like us, not because of how we look. And the people that will buy property from you are like you. And so let's just jump right in and I'll show you how that looks like. So as I said, we started in 2018. I started off from a marketing standpoint. I wasn't a realtor. I started in the industry. I got my license in 2014. And I looked around the industry and I came from a marketing industry where everything was about being on digital. Everything was about being in front of your consumer and your client on your phone, on the computer, on Facebook. Facebook had its strongest, I guess, start back then. Instagram was not as hot yet. And yet real estate was nowhere to be found. And I'm thinking to myself, how can this be that this industry is not in the same, I guess, innovative standard as all of the other industries? And I decided that I'm going to become a realtor and I'm going to bring technology and innovation into real estate. and I should better do it really fast because it's blue ocean water right now and nobody else is doing it. So the quicker I jump in on this now, the quicker my results will show. And let me tell you guys that not only is that still true today, it's even more true today than it ever was before to jump in on it now because of the next generation of the TikTokers. And we'll get to that as well. But there is a lot of space here that is not being utilized by the real estate industry. We focused a lot of our energy in putting time and effort on social media, and we got a lot of criticism from that. I remember when I started my real estate career, my managing broker told to me, Mor, are you trying to be a blogger influencer or are you trying to be a realtor? Because in real estate, we got to go on the road. We got to knock on doors. We got to put things in the mail. And I'm thinking, well, that's how real estate used to be like. It doesn't mean it's how it is today. And I respect those avenues of work, but that's not how I think the future is going to be like. So please, excuse me, well, I'm not going to focus my business that way. And I put literally 75% of my time, which you don't have to do, by the way. I went overboard, and there's a much quicker way to get there without the extremes that I went to. But I decided to put all my time in social media and blogs, and I decided I'm not going to focus on selling real estate. I'm going to be focused on being known. Right? I want everyone to know who I am and that I sell real estate. Whether I sold a house or 100 houses, it doesn't matter. As long as they know who I am and they know I'm a realtor, eventually fake it till you make it, right? So that's what I did. I went ahead and I opened blogs and I wrote about things to do with the cities that I live in, not just any blog, so that it's community content. And I kept on putting money in advertising in social media. Now, back then, oh my gosh, you could have put $100 in Facebook. And because it was brand new and nobody was using it, I would get 100,000 people to see the post for like $100. Nowadays, unfortunately, it's not like that anymore. It costs a little bit more than what it used to, but it's still very cheap. I mean, think about how many cards you send in the mail. And I know because I pay it for my team. Man, oh man, it costs me like thousands of dollars for print media, or I can put $500 on Google and I get 10 times the response on that. So I'm like to tell you, I'm not trying to change the way you do real estate. I'm trying to tell you there is another layer of business that is sitting and waiting for you guys if you took the time and effort to go on what you already are doing all day long, which is being on social media. So how do you do it practically? So first of all, it's very hard because you don't know what to post every day. And I totally get it. And we're in the same spot every day, like new content. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well, first of all, create a calendar for yourself that basically, you know what to post on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's like a structure. Nobody has, like, reinvent the wheel. Like, come on. Monday, you put a post of every Monday, it's a new listing. Now, if you don't have a new listing, no worries. Go find an old listing of yours, put a few pictures of the kitchen and make it a listing Monday kitchen. Like, nobody cares. All you need to do is be in front of your clients. That's what it is. Now, let me tell you the biggest shtick or whatever it is. You're not going to sell the house from social media, but you are going to get exposure for your other listings. You're going to get exposure for your brand. And hey, you know what? Maybe you'll get a buyer for the listing. You're not trying to get the buyer. You're not trying for, it's like going to an open house. You're not trying to find that buyer in the open house to buy this house. You're trying to get more buyers. You're trying to get more recognition. And if you keep on doing things consistently, people will start expecting it. And when they start expecting it, I don't know, people like structure in life. People know that Monday they see a new listing from you. Tuesday, you put a photo of yourself outside showing a house, smiling with a client laughing. So every specific day, we put a photo of somebody of the agent of the team or a lifestyle shot. Thursday, we'll do a neighborhood review. We'll do a picture of a neighborhood and talk about it. So if you make it structured, you make it easy. Also, don't try and design things on your own for social media, especially not for stories that get deleted after. I see Asians sometimes, I pass by in the office and I'm thinking, how much time is this woman wasting? She's sitting with her phone and I think she moved the text on the template 700 times until it fit in the beautiful arrangement. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Don't waste time on putting the text perfectly. Download an app. It's called Canva, and download Canva Stories. All you have to do, it has pre-made, beautiful templates, different colors. You drop the picture, you drop the address, you drop the price. That's it. Don't waste more than 10 minutes on it, because all it is exposure. Nobody cares and nobody remembers. However, with that being said, care about using something good. Don't give a grainy photo that nobody can see anything and put the text where half the text is falling off the bleed and nobody can read it. Like, make sure that you have a quality, I guess, what you're presenting. Don't do a video when you can't see your face and they only see half your body. Now, I know I'm exaggerating, but just things to consider, where I don't want you to spend too much time on social media, but I also don't want you to like completely lack quality control, right? So make sure, and here's the thing, that when you're doing things, tag people. Now, I know it's like, what do you mean tag people? Here's an example. I tag everything. I'm going to Denver right now, to the park. I'm passing by the park. Today's Tuesday. I have to post an Asian Day picture. So I'm going to sit in the park. I'm going to hold my phone. I'm going to ask someone that passes by and say, hey, mister, can you take a picture of me? I mean, it's okay. I'm a girl. We do that stuff. And then I'll sit and I'm holding my phone, and then I'm like taking a picture at the park. The guy will take my photo. Perfect. I'll edit it. I'll look beautiful. I'm going to put it up on my Canva template, like working from the park Tuesday. And then, oh, I have my coffee from this local coffee place right here. Let's say I stopped at Nova Coffee on the way with my awesome Nova Coffee, a community local brand, not Starbucks. No offense. I love Starbucks and I drink Starbucks, but here you're trying to connect to the community, as well as maybe I'm wearing a shirt from a local boutique around the area, topped by Coco Melon, something. And then I'm going to post that. And then I'm going to tag every one of those people. And guess what they're going to do, guys? They're just like you are a business starved for content. They're going to go, oh my gosh, somebody tagged us. Thank God. We didn't have any business for the last year because of COVID. Somebody put a picture of us with a Nova coffee. Definitely let's reshare that. What happens then? They reshare it, and then they reshare it, and then they reshare it. And then your picture is everywhere with your Team Denver Homes or Remax Professionals logo in the photo too, guys. So your content keeps on running around. Now, that's the local businesses. Now, if you're like, I don't want to go on Instagram right now, and then I have to go on Facebook, and then more. What do you want me to do? Now you want me to go on YouTube? Like, come on, I'm selling real estate. I don't have time. Fine. I prefer you post different things on different platforms. So I'd rather you post, if you want, one a day on a different platform, than use Hootsuite. But I have some agents on my team that just push on Hootsuite, one post for all platforms. It's not my favorite route, but let me tell you, it's better to do that than not post at all. So if you're going to say, I'm not going to post and I'm just going to drag it on, and then day 4 goes by and I didn't do anything, and then all of a sudden I go on your page and the last time you posted was 4 months ago, then go to Hootsuite and make sure it's automated. But if you are able to put yourself accountability on posting, then you should kind of post different things in different mediums, so that makes it interesting. So people are not like, oh, I saw that already on Instagram. Like, oh, this is new, this is fresh, I haven't seen that. Now back to the brands. So as I told you, I started off by putting a lot of effort in blogging. And what I have done is that every person on our team has a niche community, a niche blog, and it's either a blog or a community or a group, and it identifies with that specific person. So I'm the Denver Ear. I talk about local events, restaurants, local lifestyle, everything local. Olivia, she's the Denver Look. She's a fashion blogger. She does all things local fashion, local boutiques, like local fashion shows, anything that she can do with fashion. Michelle's the Denver Luxury. That's a brand that we created that is not for social media. That's an exclusive brand. And guys, you know what? Even if you took nothing from the social media from this, and you took this idea for your luxury business, I will tell you it would be worthwhile for you. What we've done is we wanted to act as though the Denver Luxury isn't something public. You have to be accepted to it. So we sent to specific homes that are priced over $2.5 million in our community a special invitation, and we took a lot of money to spend it. We got those, imagine like a wedding invite, that it comes with like a bow and it opens and like you're invited with the wax seal inside, because you can't put it as anymore on the top of your letter. But if you make it professional, to the Denver Luxury Network, where you have access to all things luxury, you were referred by X, something along those sorts, and it is part of Team Denver Homes. Let me tell you, they're going to be so psyched to be part of something so exclusive. And you sent them every month something from, honestly, like we go to like Guilt, which is designer app stuff. We load things up for like $2,000, which is probably worth $10,000. We send our clients things that they probably think are worth, I don't know. They think that we're spending grands on them. And guess who they're calling when they're listing their house for $2.5 million too. So that is a great idea for your luxury properties. Anyway, I know I have to go back to my session, but I could go on for hours. Please tell me when I talk too much. Okay, now we're going to the real Denver mama. If you have kids, man, oh man, having kids is the best kind of way to open yourself into branding, because mamas online are like a herd and they're loyal, and every mama out there wants to be your mama. And guess what? We have each other, we have kids, we share everything that goes on. If you, Maytal created a mother brand, and her business skyrocketed so quickly. I think twice as fast as anybody else because of the mama community. That's a very strong community. The Denver Outdoors, Andrea does things outside. She skis, she snowboards, she like dirt bikes. And she talks about those things, those brands, those skateboards, the latest ski shop around the corner, all of those things. Here's the thing, guys. Your brand has to be authentic to your hobbies and your passions, right? Like, you have to make sure that what you talk about all the time is what you like talking about. And the reason is because your community, your network, those people that are going to buy and sell homes from you, they will, because they're like you. For example, let's go back to the Denver Real Mama. Let's put aside the Denver Luxury, because that was a marketing idea to get more luxury listings, not necessarily a network. But let's start about the Denver Mama. You know, everyone wants to work with Maytal because guess what? When they know Hayden, her son, and they just went to school, and they can talk at the park about the next vaccinations for kids for COVID, and she's in on what interests them. And then they go buy a house together. So it works because she really is the Denver Mama. She really is a mama. She loves it. She loves talking about Hayden. She loves talking about her son. She feels connected to other moms, and that connection is not because of your brand. It's because of your shared hobby. It's because of your shared interest. And anyone that chooses a local brand has to choose the local businesses that correlate to that brand. So the Denver Mama, when she features things, she's not going to feature Target. She's going to feature the little school bus bookstore across the street. That's who she's going to feature. And she's also going to tag the little book club because she wants them to know who she is. And real estate is mentioned across all the brands. So once the brands became so big, a lot of people wanted to advertise with me. They came up to me and said, hey, you have all these viewers and followers. Can I pay you, I don't even know, $500 to show my truck company on the side of your website? I'm like, no, dude, no. Because the only reason you're doing this is not to make $100 from the truck that's going to give you the side thing, even if you get a lot of followers. It's to put your real estate as the one and only sponsor of all of your brands. Real estate is the only thing across the board that is featured in every brand, because I would rather not have anything on my site other than get one more listing and then get another $10,000, because that's where the money is. It's in the real estate, not in the other stuff. And reaching out to those people, like being aggressive, like you're going on social media, right? Follow the people around your neighborhood. Like you're walking around the street in your high street, in your main street. I don't know, look around. You have a local bookshop, you have a local retail, you have this. Go on Instagram, follow them. Don't just follow them, introduce yourself. Say, hi, I'm Mor Zucker, and I'm a local realtor, and I serve your community, and I would love to work with local businesses like you, and I'd love to feature your stuff on my page. Please let me know if any new things happen, or let me know when you open for after COVID, or let me know if you have new things to share. I would love to help you and support local community. I want to help support local. When you help support your local community is going to help support you. I get to the places and restaurants in Denver that I don't even ask them to put my stuff. I'm embarrassed already. They feature me like, they're like, here, more, here, like, here, use more, because you give them so much exposure and you give them so much help for their business that they're grateful for it and they want to give you business. It's not, you're not pushing for it. They're giving it to you. And then co-sponsored events. Well, you go to those places and you're like, hey, like I'd like to do something. So here's an example. Every one of the agents on my team, I advise them to go to their local coffee shop, the local one, the one that's owned by the local owners. And I want them to sit there once a week and just have a sticker on their laptop that says, I'm a real estate agent. If you have any advice, right now with COVID, they don't have to do anything. All I want for them is to pay for the $5 or whatever. They go to the beginning, they pay $250 for the first 10 people. And the person says that your drink right now, that's on Olivia Merrill with Team Denver Homes. She doesn't request anything, only here's her information if you have anything. And then here she'd like to say wave hi. When you don't even request anything from somebody, when you're like, don't fill out this form. I don't want you to fill out this form. I'm okay. Here's free coffee from me. I'm a local agent here, but don't worry. Guess what? Follow me on Instagram. I don't need you to fill out a form, babe. No more forms for me. Follow me on Instagram. As soon as you follow me on Instagram, I follow you back. Guess what? Once we follow each other, that is a lot more than the forms. I can find out very, very quickly, eventually where you live. Now I have your name. Now I can find you on Realist. Now I can find everything. Right now, in today's market, I'd rather have someone's Instagram handle than their phone number. I'm going to be honest with you. I can do more with their Instagram handle because I can make them see me without them realizing. I can do inception on them. I can keep showing them me until they call me. They didn't know why they called me. They just thought of me. Well, guess what? You thought of me because I kept on pushing my stuff in your face for the last 3 months and you didn't even notice. So that's on that. So how is this relating to you? You're like, great, Mor. What am I going to do with this information? What do you want from me? Well, guess what? Every single person has the ability to be an influencer. And the reason is because people like to work with people who share similar interests as them. It's not about being hot. It's not about being tech savvy. It's about people loving to work with people like them. My hobby is poker. I love playing poker. If I were not the lifestyle agent, I would be the poker agent. And you know how I know it's true for my business? Because when I look at my sphere and my personal sales, they're all my poker buddies. Like my poker buddies buy houses with me because we sit around the table every Thursday, or now we play online every Thursday and we make jokes and we play cards. And then we can joke about the last hand that we did when I go show them a house. And it's because people buy houses, yes, your neighborhood, yes, because you're an expert. But if you look at your sphere, not the ones you're trying to get on this side. If you look at your sphere, it's your friends that like to spend time with you, that like to play hockey with you, that like to cook with you, that talk about the babies with you because you're their friend, you know them. It's people that you know, like, and trust. And if you build a brand around that, like, okay, so now why a brand? Because once you build a brand, you can build a community. You know, I can be the poker girl, but like, how can I be what am I going to be like? If I can be the poke, I'm just Mor Zucker, the agent then. Like, how am I going to bring those two worlds together in order for more people that like poker to want to work with me? So that how am I going to do that? Oh, guess what? I'm going to brand myself. I'm going to be the poker girl more. And then I'll be the poker agent handle. And then I'm going to hashtag poker things agents. And maybe my next photo shoot, I'm going to hold 2 aces in my hand in the park along with my coffee. Do you see how I'm trying to say? And then I'm going to tag poker tags, and then I'm going to reach out, and then other people that will like poker, guess what's going to happen? They're going to like, oh, did you hear about that poker agent girl? Oh no, who's the poker agent girl? Oh, follow her on Instagram. That's how business starts in today's market. And it also allows you to stay top of mind outside of real estate, because now I'm the poker Mor, and I'm the realtor, and I'm the lifestyle thingy, and I'm that. And you think of me well after you close the deal, because what happens to all your clients once they close the house with you guys? Like, aren't they really interested in your newsletter now? They're going to live there for a while, 3 to 5 years. You're old news now. Not with me. I'm not old news. They're coming back on because they know what's going to happen next week in Denver. They're coming back on to Andrea because they find out what like ski slopes are open during COVID. We continue to give them valuable information day in, day out, well past the sale, because they care about the same things that we do. And we're like their friends, and they're like, cool, what are they doing today? We're becoming like celebrities, and we created it ourselves. Nobody made us a celebrity. Nobody called me at the mall and said, oh my gosh, you're so gorgeous, let me make you a star. We did it ourselves by going online and just bugging people online in the nice, way, the things that they care about too. You also, since you're not going to put Bob's truck advertising once you start doing really well in your community, you're going to put the one thing you are going to push is your listings. And that's the thing I'm happy to push on my community, because they're part of my community, because they know me as the poker realtor. So obviously they expect to hear about poker, but also about real estate. So the other thing that they're okay with is real estate. So you're going to push those listings, right? And then guess what happens when I go to listing presentation? I go to listing presentation and I say, guess what, John? I mean, you can go work with Susie. Yes, she's been working here for 20 years. I respect that very much. She's a great agent, 100%. I have 100,000 followers, as well as every one of my listings on top of MLS is being branded over 1 million people. And typically out of those people, most of the time, it's as equivalent it would be as putting it on a completely different market. I have a whole market underneath me. How many times is John going to choose me over the other agent? Now, how many times, if the other agent fails, let's say fine, let's say you're right, he chose Susie because he should, no problem. Susie got the job. Susie got the job and expired, but guess where he's going next? He's not going to another Susie. He's not going to Jody that also lives in the area for 20 years. He's going to me because he tried Susie before and it didn't work. So I often go the opposite way. I say to them, John, I encourage you to go work with that agent. I don't go against them, quite the opposite. If anything happens and you're unable to sell your home, please let me know. Like, then I'll show you how my marketing is different. And in a great market for a listing, no problem, it's fine. But guess what? Many times agents, when he went to Susie, she overpriced the home. She really wanted to get it. She didn't know how to beat this tech savvy agent. She didn't know how to beat the social media one. So she lowered her commission and she increased the sales price to appease to John. However, what can we do? Even in the best market, if it's overpriced, it's not going to sell. Sorry. And then at that point, John is frustrated and I'm coming in on the expired and I'm doing such an incredible job that then when John goes and talks to his friend, he's like, oh, forget that. Just go to Mor straight away. So I encourage people to first work with the agent that is there for 20 years, no problem. And don't worry, there's abundance for everything. But if you guys go in there and create a brand for yourselves and you're the agent for 20 years, see, that's what I want for my brand. If I had to pick the perfect agent right now, it'd be the one that I compete against. I'd want the agent that has been in the business for a while, that has everything that I'm competing against, and also has the brand, because that is the unstoppable maverick. No one can beat that agent. I don't have it yet. I don't have the one. And you can be that agent. You can be in your market that agent that is the maverick, that has the online exposure, that has that and the experience and the years, because then nobody can beat you, because the only agents that beat me right now are the experienced ones, right? But as soon as I have that, who would beat me then? So you can be that. And I'm really excited for you guys to be that, because I wish I could be that. So, oh wait, lastly, I'm sure you saw it, lead gen. I mean, I don't want you, I left it last because there's a misconception is that you guys are going to open this and you're all going to get 100 buyers walking through the door, ready to buy a house with you. And that's not the case. And I don't want you guys to be discouraged when you don't have 50 buyers next year coming to buy things with you. It's top of mind, it's slow, it's gradual. All of a sudden, it's like an epiphany, they don't realize it. And then the business comes in a boom. It's not leads like that. It's all around. It comes from everywhere. So I want you guys to see it as a holistic approach and not necessarily a lead gen. I did have to put a lead gen because yes, we do get leads from it. Every once in a while, the agents close a deal, but that's not the purpose for it. Video is the future. Sometimes we spend money. I believe in spending money. We're a business that earns a very high commission, especially in the market that we're in when homes are selling very fast. I believe in reinvesting either back in the listing. If you can't reinvest it back in your business, reinvest it by taking professional videos. We have so many professional videographers at hand. Sometimes a video will cost me $1,500. Sometimes it'll cost me $350. Sometimes I'll do a video as a story reel on an app from a movie app that you download, and I'll just put it up there. Sometimes I'll do a video on YouTube that's professional. The point is that I'm putting everything on video, and not because of that the videos sell better, not because of anything that you're going to say. It's because video is the future. It's because when I see my children, I have 3 children, 2 of them are in middle school. One is 13 and one's 11 and a half. I can't begin to explain to you guys how first of all, I feel lost a little. Like, they don't just do TikTok. They like edit videos in like the space of like 10 minutes, and they do like transitions. It's like my daughter will do a video and then she puts a caption transition, and then it goes and it moves into like a whole different scene, and then it pauses, and then she jumps in the air and she's in a different outfit. I am amazed. I'm like, how did she do this? How did she do this in 10 minutes? Oh, and look what I did right now. And I'm thinking, these are the kids. They're going to be realtors, man. I thought I was innovative with opening an Instagram account. These kids are going to create videos. They're doing it at 11. Like, I don't know what they're going to do at 20 something, but like, if they're communicating, even I can see how they communicate with their friends. They don't talk on the phone like this. They never talk on the phone like this. They always talk in front of their face. My kids are on FaceTime all the time. FaceTime, Instagram Live. They don't know any other different better. So guess what? If the whole generation is in front of their computer, in front of their phone in the video, you best know that that's where the future is too. I mean, if that's the future, what I see at home, I don't think there's going to be photography. Maybe it's all going to be video. Maybe listings will just be video. I mean, already now I'm scrolling on Instagram and half the time it's a video reel rather than a picture. So take that in mind and put your business right now. And just where I started in the beginning, where I had that kind of blue ocean water. First of all, you still have that blue ocean water. I looked in Arizona on your market. I think you have a very good market to start doing some good branding out there. I don't think many people are doing it yet. Actually, I don't think many people are doing it at all almost. You have a random agent here or there that are trying, and that's nice. But I think you have a good opportunity, guys, to go crush it, smash it, find whatever you like, get a community, get your names out there, and push for that additional business, and do it in addition to your business. I promise you that eventually within 3 to 5 years, that's going to be your main business anyway. It's just going to come and flow. And I'll give you some 5 actionable items to end with. Download the Canva app. Remember that you shouldn't be spending all of your days trying to design a post. Nobody cares that much. Everyone cares about themselves, not you. Create real estate stuff and fun stuff. So I see some realtors that gravitate only towards trying to be socially like fun, where it's only pictures of themselves on the phone or outside of a house or in a conference or with their buddy. And I see realtors that do only houses. Try to find a mix of both. Remember that people want to see your face and they want to see real estate and they want to see your brand. So make sure that you alternate between your face and also real estate items too, and entertainment. If you are not sure you're going to post every day, then use Hootsuite, create a brand around a passion or a hobby. All that really means, guys, right now is finding your passion and hobby. Oh, I love poker. Going on GoDaddy and seeing if you can find a domain that is the poker agent or whatever it is you guys is. Going on Instagram and seeing if you can change your handle, your name or your handle, or creating a new Instagram page based on that and starting to build a community around your passion and hobbies alongside real estate. So you're the realtor that's also the fashion blogger, and kind of building upon that. And market the marketing, because the most important thing here is going to that listing presentation and telling him, hey, John, I got 100,000 followers just on Instagram across all my brands. And I have over 1 million unique people that see your listing every time. Here's a graph for it that I pulled from my reports. Here's an Instagram graph of how many people have clicked on your thing. And when I have that and I show what I do, that's how we get the listings. So it's really not the whole people that come from social media. I love the most because we get more business because of it too, by listing presentations. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to see all of the awesome stuff you guys do. Do you guys have any questions?
I do. About Hootsuite, I have heard that if you use Hootsuite, that it doesn't always show up, like, in other words, because it's not authentic. Does that make sense? Like
it just basically pushes all of your stuff. You know how you post on Instagram and you ask it to post to Facebook too?
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of the same idea. I personally don't like it very much. Like, I'd rather you go and post on Instagram individually, on Facebook. You really don't have that many places to post. You have to post Instagram, you have to post Facebook, and you should do, I guess, LinkedIn too. But LinkedIn, I'd like for you to do more LinkedIn opportunities for referrals. I think agents are misconfusing LinkedIn. They think that they're going to find the buyer on LinkedIn. Oh, look at this new listing. The only people that follow you on LinkedIn are other realtors. So what you should do is try to get other markets. So instead of following all the agents in your market, follow agents in other markets, and then ask for referral business and get referral business on LinkedIn. But those are the only 3 avenues you should really use. So I think forget Hootsuite, just do it yourself.
Yeah, and Lynette, I'll say I was actually just looking at data on that yesterday, coincidentally, and it seems like it's kind of a mixed bag. I think the really short answer is that in a particular market or community or on a particular topic, sometimes those things that it doesn't read as organic will sometimes be pushed down, sometimes makes no difference at all. But I think it's safe to say that the best thing is posting directly with the native app. So, you know, what a lot of people have taken to doing is they'll set their stuff up for the week. If they are doing some of it ahead of time, just in spreadsheet or something like that, where it is just copy and paste to that point, so they can just go in there and throw it up. I think it's still safe to mix in some scheduled stuff, but, you know, the stuff that you post directly is always going to be seen as organic and that much better. So, you know, I wouldn't let it hinder you, because also if you're not going to do it because you find you're just never actually posting and you need to use a scheduler to even get stuff out, you know, maybe as a starting point, it's better than not doing it, certainly. So I think you just have to balance it, weigh it. Who else has questions for Mor? Because this was great stuff, really inspiring, and she's got a ton of knowledge for you.
Do you recommend having 2 separate profiles on Instagram, one for personal and one for your business, or just having one profile?
Well, it depends. If you're going to go to your girlfriends and you're going to take pictures in a hot tub in your champagne with your swimsuits, I want you to have 2. But if you're going to take a picture of your kids every once in a while, and you're going to also show your authentic self by also not creating, I guess, any, unnecessary publicity for yourself, then you should have 1. I like having 2, but I do want you guys to still put some personal stuff in your business. I don't want you to be too businessy. People don't want to be too. People want to feel like they know you. So if you're going to do 2, at least make it a little authentic. And yes, take a picture with your kids on the weekend at their baseball game. Yes, people like to see that. People want to feel connected to you. They're also parents that take their kids to baseball games. Any other questions, guys? All right. Well, I'm wishing you all the best of luck. Thank you for having me. And yeah, you know, I have to do it, because if you guys have anything in Denver, I mean, me and my team are your girls, and I would love to work with you guys. And that's my added bonus here. It's me making connections with you guys. I would love for you guys to follow me. I'll follow you. And I'll happily give you guys insights on whatever you guys are doing. So follow me on Instagram, follow Team Never Homes on Instagram, and yeah, reach out to me. Like, tell me, what do you think? I'll look at your brand. I make relationships with agents across the nation, and added value to me is obviously referral business, and it would be the same to you as well. And of course, helping your businesses. So thank you, guys.
Hey, that's what it's all about. Thank you so much for sharing. Really appreciate it. You know, we got some comments flowing here, and like I said, a lot of great inspirational things here. So I think we're going to see a lot more action. Thank you again for spending the time. Really appreciate it. And of course, everyone, if you guys have more questions after the fact, like she said, follow her. You know, she's very much active online, so you can get more there. And again, let's collaborate amongst ourselves as well. I've seen some folks that are doing some great things. I'd love to see that going on up to the next level. And if we can assist in any way or do some masterminding on that or anything else, let us know. But that's great stuff. Thank you so much, Mor.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, it's been an interesting morning. Thanks for sticking with us, folks, and hope you got some great value out of that. But with that, I think we're going to jump out here. And you know what? It's February. Make it a fantastic one. Take care, everyone.